to Trinity Competitive Racing, and it is season 13. It is the Platinum class, as it always is on Thursdays, and we are here tonight for round 5 at no other than the Austrian Grand Prix here at the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg in Austria. It's a very short track, only 10 turns, only a total of 4.3 kilometers, 2.6 miles, very, very quick. And the TCR racing lap record around here is a 1 minute 6.166 back from season 6 of Platinum class. A lot of sixes there, but I hope you guys are going to be excited for this Grand Prix here tonight. It should be a pretty good one, as Austria is always really good. There's a couple of DRS zones, or 3 DRS zones in total, and it allows for good overtaking, some DRS trains as always with that kind of stuff. But also, it's a tight race tonight here at Austria. I'm sure it's going to be really tight, as it is in the standings right now in the Platinum class. Constructors and the driver standings are very, very tight right now. So welcome everybody to the stream. This is Blin Machine with you guys once again. And also with me in the booth is Sir Charles, my own teammate from the McLaren team of Silver class. And I was going to say, Sir Charles, you know, I always like having you in the booth with me on Thursdays, not just because you are my teammate and not just because you're a great commentator, but also you pretty much made it a habit to race in both the Silver and the Golden class. So coming into Thursday on Platinum here, you have a lot of insight about the race and also about strategies and just the track in general. So welcome to the booth, and let us know your thoughts so far throughout the week.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, both of those races were very different from each other. One reason or another. Also, you had the rain that came east with us from France on Tuesday, and then yesterday was a dry race throughout, which I'm going to have here, dry race here throughout. But yeah, I really like this track. It's simple. There's a lot of places, like turn 1 right here, we can really lose and gain a bunch of time. So a lot of overtakes, a lot of exciting stuff happening, and you know, I think we're going to see a great race today. One quick thing, I think actually the race record's now at 106.099. I think it was set last night, so it's one quick thing there. But yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to this one, and I think we're going to have a great race. It's going to be really tight qualifying too, with just short lap times.
Yeah, definitely. So we already have a 103.839. Currently, the provisional poll for tonight's race. That is KGB Black Angel with that one, and we have Bats Plus very close behind, just about a 10th off with a 103.949. We are running the strict track limits here tonight, and that's why you're seeing that track light up red for a couple of drivers. Your Seafreeze invalidating on his attempt for a quick lap. We've got a couple of other people out there on laps right now. Looks like STX has just crossed the line and put himself into P8 with a 104.2. Yeah, it's really close at the top there. The top 4 in the 103s, and then a very, very close battle from 5th to 8th to 9th pretty much, just a couple of tenths off. So we've got 10 minutes still to go, and hopefully we'll see those times tumbling down. I see a lot of viewers on both Twitch and YouTube, so send in some comments. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're predicting for tonight's race. I've been noticing a lot more people watching us on our Twitch channel, and that's really awesome. Thank you guys for your support on both Twitch and YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow us, and yeah, check out all the links in the description of our videos as well, because you can find some really cool links there to our affiliate sponsors, to our website, and you can find out some really great stuff. So other than that, Sir Charles, we had a couple of you know, crazy races here this week already, with silver and gold being affected by weather, but not tonight according to the forecast. It looks like it's going to be a dry race. What do you expect out of that?
Oh yeah, last night was a dry race also. I just want to point out Bats Plus hit a sub 104 in mediums. So that's a big lap. But anyway, so they'll definitely keep an eye on him. But yeah, I'm looking for a couple things. Strategy-wise, it's probably going to be straightforward one stop. I I know, soft mediums. I know we were talking about maybe a two-stop strategy might be working, but actually, just from racing in the gold class last night, most of the guys actually took the softs at the beginning to lap 15, 16, which is not something that I would have thought of. I pitted at lap 10 even, which is a little bit early, I'm told, but hey, it worked out for me. Like I said, there's a pretty wide pit window that you can pit in. Of course, if you do pit early, the mediums will be a bit grouchy at the end of the race, but it's something you can do. I expect most of them to do standard one stop. Another thing you got to keep an eye on is, of course, penalties. We've seen this already. A lot of people invalidating the laps. I mean, C3's invalidating turn one. This is a track, the game does not give you an inch on this track. Like, if you so much as look at the white line, you get a warning. Especially if this is like turn one, turn 8, especially the exit from 7 on to 8 is really tight. Yeah, just a lot of things like that. One other thing I was going to mention. Oh yeah, pit entry could also catch some people out. We'll be looking at that. Kind of unique pit entry because it can be dangerous. That white line is supposed to stay inside the white line, so that's something that drivers and us commentators will certainly be looking at. Yeah, just because it can create a bottleneck in turn 9. It's one of those things that can also be dangerous, if you were just taking normal race line and just cut across the red or even the grass. It's kind of an unfair, cheeky way to save time, too, so that's something we'll be taking an eye out this weekend. Fortunately, like I said, I don't think we saw any problems in the gold race last night, and silver race had so many yellows it didn't really matter. So just a few things to look out for there. Looks like a lot of our fast guys at the top of the leaderboard are currently on laps as well. Speaking of laps, B-Tom just hit a 103.6.
Whew. And Apparatus with a 103.7 as well in second place, so they are very close behind. Now we've got 103.638 by KGB, just beating it out.
Yeah, Bickle is also 103.6. I expect the pole time to be probably in the low 103. You'd like to see maybe a 103.4, maybe a 103.3 if someone really nails the lap. Like I said, it is so tight and sketchy the way the track limits are in this game. You have to really commit to every single corner, and it makes it really difficult to put together a clean lap. Just the way the track limits are. So it'll be interesting to see if someone can put together that. But
yeah, I'm watching a very interesting here. STX, he set the fastest lap he's got so far on a soft tire, but he's out there on a brand new set of mediums, trying to set an even faster time. He's currently sitting in 12th place, so it's not too far off. He possibly could get into the top 10 on a medium tire, and if we're going to have a dry race, that could be a pretty good strategy. A little bit wobbly there on the exit of turn 3, running down the hill now into turn 4. And yep,
Captain Blade is out. He's usually one of the guys that's up front. He is out of the session. I'm not sure what happened to him.
He did mention it actually in the chat. He said, I crashed coming into the pits. I don't know why, but my car just accelerated. So unfortunate for him there. Also, El Capitan mentioning a big name in the league here. Seafreeze has been in top form this year, says El Capitan. Look for him to get the win tonight. Interesting. And STX goes into the pits. He's definitely not going to run on those medium tires. He did mess up his lap as well, halfway through. And where's Seafreeze right now? He's currently in P7 with a 103.9. You would have thought that would have been good enough to be somewhere in the top 5. But look at those times. 103.638, 103.646 are the front line right now. The first line on the starting grid. And then we've got Ikil Bickle and Apparatus with a 103.674 and a 103.704. Those are very, very tiny margins.
Yeah, like I said, this qualifying is going to be really tight. I expect someone to without that.
Let's go on board here with B-Tom. He's just starting a hot lap. He's just crossed the line now. We're going to walk you through a lap here. Turn 1. You got to cut the inside, but not too much because we are running the strict lines here. And he opens up the DRS after turn 1. This is technically turn 2 coming up the hill here, but we don't really consider it a turn. And then you go into turn 3. Another right-hander. This one's much harder though. Keep the car from spinning out on the exit. Open up the DRS for the second time on your lap, only after 3 turns. And then coming into turn 4 now, this is where it starts getting a little bit more technical in Austria. You get a little bit of a right-hander there as he gets maybe out of the way. And now into the middle sector. He gets turn 6 done pretty well. And 7, oh, he's purple through sector 2. And he's coming into turn 8 now and does that one cleanly as well. He's not invalidated. Now only 9 and 10 to go. Oh, and he's wide. He's wide on the exit.
It did not look like he crossed that line. So I was saying these strict corners are very, very strict.
He's gonna go again.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun. Well, he just went completely off track there and somehow didn't invalidate.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that.
This is turn 2, at a little kink up there. It's actually numbered turn 2. A lot of people consider that the hairpin turn 2, and it's come up here, turn 3. But that's mostly kind of due to when the MotoGP bikes came back to Austria. That left-hand kink up the hill is really significant on the motorcycle. They're actually putting a chicane in the middle of the straightaway there for those bikes, which, in my opinion, kind of ruins the flow. But fortunately, that won't be happening with the F1 cars. Yeah, they've had some pretty big wrecks through that uphill kink that really, for F1 cars, you don't even notice it at all. But yeah, he's still on a lap here. I don't know if it's any faster.
Sequid is doing pretty good in qualifying, sitting right now in P6, 103.962, out on an out lap, getting ready to do another quick one.
Pretty much exactly the same on his lap, just didn't improve.
He's invalidated though, so he is not gonna count.
That was the lap. Yeah, well, that was on the last lap. But anyway, Bickle on the lap. Let's see where he's at.
Let's see here, Bickle finishing up his lap, currently P3, stays P3, and he was way down. He did abort his lap earlier on. Seafreeze up into P5 right now with a 103.862. He improved by a 10, and I don't think he's going to have enough time to go again. He does have a minute, though, so he might actually have enough time to go again, as he's making his way right now through turn 4.
Again, I'd expect Bats Plus to put in a real flyer if he can put it all together. I mean, just looking, he went 103.9 mediums. If he can put this lap together, it's going to be a real...
Let's see here, Bats Plus opens up the DRS on the exit of turn 3, running down into turn 4 now. Very wide on the entry, dropping a gear down, getting that engine braking. And now getting through 6 and 7 and 8 coming up right now. That's Plus. He is a little bit faster in purple in Sector 2. Warriors has retired from the race. He's gone into the pits. That's Plus through 9 and turn 10. Oh, a little bit wide on the exit, but keeps it in the lines, and he goes up into P2, or stays in P2.
He was in P6 before.
Oh, so there we go. Yeah, so
fairly content with that lap. D-Freeze, I think's on the lap. Let's see if KGB, he's in the pits. Is anyone else professional not on the lap?
So it looks like Black Angel could get pole position here with Bats Plus on the P2 on the same row. And then B-Tom and Bickle are possibly going to be on the second row. Seafreeze invalidates through turn 9. Is Bickle? Bickle is also invalidated. Who else do we have? Sequid is already done. He's going to be at best in P7. Mebby has invalidated. 007 Professional invalidated. Dreamzy.
STX is on a decent lap here. He's coming through. I don't think he's going to challenge for pole, but he might jump up into the top 10 maybe with this lap.
Oh, he's a little bit wide on the exit, but keeps it inbound. DRS open to the line. He stays P13. No improvement there. Stanley's got a bunch of traffic. He's going into the pits. Cam has aborted his lap as well. I think this is it.
Yeah. So no one... Yeah, so a lot of this is kind of a mixed up grid. You know, KGB usually don't see him this far up, although, you know, like I said, he is fast. There's a lot of guys who can win the race. The Tote, probably a big upset. He'll be not happy with that. He's usually very quick in qualifying. Just looking through the grid, McChicken will not be happy. He's usually up there. Obviously, Captain Blade, we mentioned him a little bit earlier. Yeah, like I said, there's so many guys. The grid is a little bit jumbled up here, I feel like. So, I'm also seeing a B-Tom Nickelbickle, you know, and Bats Plus, usual suspects up there. But yeah, it's gonna be an exciting start, especially if everyone. It'll be interesting to see if anyone in the bottom 10 go, or bottom 10 go for the medium strategy of the race.
Yeah, I mean, that could work out. It did kind of work out for myself and a bunch of other people in silver, but we did have, you know, rain and safety cars, and that's another thing. We could have a bunch of safety cars in this one. We never know, and Austria somehow does bring out safety cars, but it is KGB Black Angel on pole position with Bats Plus on the front row. He's going to be starting in second there, only 0.005 of a second away, and B-Tom only 0.008 of a second away in third. Then we have Ickle Bickle and Apparatus also within a tenth of the guys in front. Seafreeze in sixth, Sequid in seventh. Maybe he's going to be starting eighth with Warrior in ninth, and Professional in 10th place. Latope, Dreamzy, STX 11th, 12th, and 13th. Then we have McChicken, Stanley, and Cam in 14th, 15th, and 16th. That was Tricky, Captain Blade, and Perry in 17th, 18th, and 19th. And then somebody else was in 20th that I did not catch. Was it You Having a Giggle?
Yeah, it was You Having a Giggle.
There we go. So those are the starting positions. No rain expected for the race from the reports that we got from the drivers before the qualifying session, or at the qualifying session. But what other factors do you think we're going to expect here, Sir Charles?
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be, you know, a lot of guys trying to survive the start. You know, you can't win the race on lap one. You know, I know, like, some people try to think. We had a lot of people very aggressive early in the silver race, and know it's kind of been something, but these guys are pretty smart. I expect them to take it easy lap one, to try not to, you know, we're going to see a lot of DRS trains here too, and I expect, you know, these platinum drivers, they're smart, they've been, you know, around the block a few times. I expect them to kind of not really push it too much in the beginning part of the race here. I think they're going to be smart and just try and minimize warnings, minimize time penalties, and just, you know, save their stuff for the end of the race. And like I said, there's a wide pit window here, so you might see some guys diving in around lap 10 and trying to get a big undercut.
All right, well, everybody get ready. I see quite a few of you watching on YouTube and Twitch as well. Thank you guys so much for your support again. Make sure you hit the like button, send in some more comments, share it with your friends. Check out the links in the description to our affiliate sponsors. Fanatec is one of them. If you use our link, you'll be supporting the team and the league as well, and you'll be able to get some great racing equipment from them. Other than that, Drink Alchemy has given us a promo code as well. If you are a fan of energy drinks and you need some energy drinks to race in sim racing, you know, check out their website, drinkalchemy.co, and use the code TCR for 10% off at checkout to get your drinks from them. And then also there's the link to our website if you want to race with us, if you want to sign up, if you want to just join our Discord and be a super fan. We have a special rank for that, so you can check out all the different chats and talk to different drivers. That's available as well. But also wanted to run you guys quickly through the standings. It's B-Tom right now leading the championship with 83 points. We have Bats Plus in second with 52. Seafreeze and Just Jose tied for third in 48 points. Captain Blade with 28 in fifth. We have 007 Professional with 24, tied with Silent for 6th and 7th place there. And Shishi in 14, with 14 points in 8th. Cam with 12 points, tied for 9th with Perry. And then Apparatus is tied for 10th and 11th with Dreamzy, Latope, and himself. So, yeah, quite a few ties going on there. Constructors, Williams 91 in first. McLaren is tied with Alpha at 76 points. And then we have Ferrari at 72 points in 4th place, so very tight race there.
You got any prediction?
Well, let's go with El Capitan's prediction there. So Seafreeze is going to go for the win here tonight. I think Ickle Bickle, I think it's his time. He's been improving and improving every week. I think he might be able to be on the podium here tonight. And then KGB, he just seems to have so much speed here. So I'm thinking those 3 guys on the podium.
I'm going to go Bats Plus, Mebby, and Mr. Consistency Seafreeze rounding out the podium.
Awesome, and we're just waiting for everybody to join the grid. They've done their formation lap, they've warmed up their tires and brakes, and hopefully they are ready for 36 laps at 50% race distance around Austria, the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg. Let's get ready for this. The green flag is waving. We're just waiting for something to happen.
Well, there was a big pause. We had to wait almost a full minute on the gold grid last night. Albeit it was because there's a Red Bull sitting backwards in the middle of the track. I don't see anything like that happening right now, but it might be the issue. We just have to wait for someone to either leave the lobby, or sometimes the game likes to reload, so we could be here a minute.
All right, bear with us, folks. Looks like an Alfa Romeo is going for another formation lap.
Unless okay, so Giggle just left. That might jumpstart the lobby.
Yeah, and his car is way ahead of everyone on another second formation lap.
Yeah, usually when you see a car jump ahead, that's usually not a good sign. Although we might be. It'll be interesting to see if we can just wait for his car to come back around. See if there's anything in the comment section on the Discord or anything.
Anthony is saying, let's go. That's what I'm looking to do as well. Same TJ, Taz for the win. So that's what he's predicting. That's EDA B-Tom, for those of you who might be new to the league. B-Tom is very well known in the league under the name Tasmanian Devil. And he is the Platinum Champion from last season.
All right, now we're going.
We've got a little reset. Hopefully it's not a full crash. There we go, and we're off to the race, and we're racing. And it's a good start from B-Tom. It's a great start from Apprentice, who's now challenging Bats Plus into turn 1.
Oh, big crash!
And Apprentice...
Who was that? That was
oh my goodness, there are cars everywhere, and virtual safety car, and they're still spinning off. And Cam is spinning off, and Mebby is spinning, and we've got multiple cars involved in that. Let's take a look at the position changes. Sequit, looks like Sequit was involved in that as well, because he's 9 positions down. Mebby is 11 positions down, and Dreamsy also 8 positions down. That is a crazy, crazy start there, and a safety car has been deployed on lap 1.
Yeah, that was, Mebby just got in there way too hot and got into the side pod of, I'm not entirely sure, whoever it was who started directly ahead of him. He just spun perfectly in front of the field, in probably the narrowest part of the track, and of course, you know, again, what I've been saying earlier, no one really wants to go wide because you're going to get a warning, which could cost you late in the race, so everyone's trying to funnel into this narrow gap, and his car is just staying perfectly there to collect. Literally 10 cars probably have wing damage at this point. So yeah, there's Warrians into the pits. He's usually really fast. He got wing damage early last night, and really affected his race. And how many guys we have coming into the pits? So we have about 10 cars coming into the pits, and I'd imagine they'd all be getting wing changes. So yeah.
Looks like Stanley is serving a penalty. Yeah, he is changing his front wing as well, so he must have had a penalty to his name. That is quite drastic start here. Very, very crazy. Unfortunately, we did not catch the actual crash and exactly what happened, but we kind of have an understanding of who was involved in it. It looks like there was about 10 different cars involved in that, including, unfortunately, Seafreeze, who had to pit, and he is 10 positions down. Sequid, Mebby, Dreamsy, Captain Blade, Stanley, Perry, McChicken, Deathwish, and Warriors have all pitted on lap 1 under the safety car. And it's KGB Black Angel still in the lead of the race, starting for pole position with B-Tom in second, and Apparatus in P3, jumping a couple of positions from where he started. Looking at the tires now, it's Latope is the highest running medium runner right now, so he's up in P7. He started the race on the medium, did not have to pit, and he's probably in a pretty good position now for the rest of the race, as long as we stay green. Because if we're going to keep on having safety cars every couple of laps, it might impede on his progress as well. But stick with us to find out. It's safety car lap 2 here in Austria. It's round 5 of season 13. It's the last race before we have a little bit of a break next week. So no racing next week, but then we'll be back again in a couple of weeks after that. And we can't remember exactly what track we're coming back to. Singapore. Ooh, that's going to be a really good one. I love Singapore.
Anyway, yeah, one of my favorite tracks too. Although, you know, if it rains, it quickly becomes my most despised track. But anyway, it's a whole nother story. Yeah, it's literally 11 through 20 have pitted. It'll be interesting to see if any of the guys who just pitted on mediums, anyone going to be crazy enough to try and just go the whole race on mediums. That, you can do 26 laps on mediums pretty easily. Not sure about going any more than that. It's just a thought if we get a couple more safety cars, although, and there we go, safety car in this lap. I will say that, there were 0 safety cars in the gold race last night, so, you know, that might be our only safety car. Let's, let's hope it is. I'm sure we were very lucky that none of these drivers. Again, big pop-up. I don't know how no one is out of the race. So a lot of guys got pretty lucky there in turn 1. But they're not out of the race. I'm sure they don't feel lucky at this point. Anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, that safety car did save the race for a lot of people. We still do not have any retirements, as you mentioned. And everybody still has confidence that they can possibly get some more positions back. It's a short track. There's only 10 corners on it. There's 3 DRS zones.
That's Plus lost 2 spots. I don't know if you mentioned that or not. He lost 2 spots at the start.
Oh, and there we go. We're racing already. I even missed the message that we're going to be going back to green here. Let's jump ahead to Bats Plus, who looks to be catching up on Apparatus as we're coming up the hill through turn 2 and into turn 3. It's still KGB and B-Tom fighting it out in front. And Apparatus, who gained a couple of positions off that hectic start, back from them. There's some there's a battle going on between Warrior and... Yeah, you having a giggle is glitching, unfortunately. We're going to keep a close eye on him. And also Warriorans and who else is there?
Dive on the inside of Stanley. He'll make that stick. He's on soft tires. Everyone else around him's on mediums. They're still side by side. And yeah, Stanley smartly backs out of that move.
Latope catching up to 007 here on those medium tires. He's up in P7 as we mentioned before, so he's in a good position.
Runs wide in both of those turns. And again, it's just seems like every race, 007 just, the first 3 or 4 laps just does not get going very well. I mean, he's obviously very quick, but that's something he'll need to improve on if he wants to really.
Oh, it looks like you having a giggle has spun it on the exit of turn 1, and here comes Latope for an overtake on 007. He's squeezing him into turn 3. He gets to the inside line. They're still going to be side by side. 007 is using his ERS here, but Latope is going to get the position up into P6.
Captain Blade went way wide. I'm not entirely sure what happened to him. That's
007 is coming back at him. Sorry to interrupt there at Latope. I think they're so close. They almost came to a touch there through turn 6. And Latope still holds on to the position. I think we're going to have DRS enabled possibly on the next lap or one more lap after that.
Right here, it'll be on the run up to turn 3 will be the first DRS straight. 007 running wide again in these turns. He's got to be getting pretty close to a warning already. He's going to have his hands full of STX here.
And a big train of cars behind him as well. Cam, McChicken, Warrior, and Sperry, Deathwish. Oh, STX. Yeah, huge wiggle there. And now Cam is eyeing him up. He's thinking about going for the move there. 007 thinking of going for the move. And Latope He does go down the inside into turn 3. Latope on the outside there, still defending. And it looks like Professional is going to have the DRS, and STX is also going to have DRS now on Latope. He's going to go on the left-hand side, on the outside into the next corner. Latope is defending down the inside. There's a yellow flag. It's Ickle Bickle. Ickle Bickle has just spun it on the exit of turn 5, and he is crashed, and the virtual safety car has been deployed.
Yeah, Ickle Bickle, I'm not entirely sure what he's doing here. Now he's going. I think he's just waiting for everyone else to pass, but yeah, that's unfortunate for him. The guy's really fast. He's just got to be able to.
Bats Plus is into the pits.
And these are probably these guys who are probably saying, "Hey, VSC, let's try and save some time for a pit stop here." It'll be interesting to see what tires they go on. I'm assuming mediums, and they might try and stretch it.
Yep.
The race.
It's the mediums that go on for Bats, and also Professional, and You Have and the Giggle are pitting. Professional also chose the mediums. You Have and the Giggle, of course, has damage that he has to repair.
Even from here, those mediums are risky to go to the end. Like I said, they'll make it, but they're not going to be really hurting at the end.
B-Tom very close to KGB under the VSC here. Of course, without a full safety car, it's a completely different ball game. There we go. Oh, drive-through for You Having a Giggle as we go back to green flag racing here. Looks like Stanley also picked up a 5-second penalty. I think that was for making contact with another car. And looks like B-Tom is catching up on KGB, but still keeping it within about 0.4 of a second. STX on Latope. Latope is all the way up into P4 now after Bats Plus has made his pit stop. And STX and P5 chasing him down. DRS is re-enabled right away with the VSC. And Apparatus gets a 3-second penalty, the first one here tonight for those multiple warnings. We have a yellow flag in Sector 1. It looks like there's another incident. It's McChicken. McChicken has spun out, and he has a 5-second penalty.
That was just added insult to injury there. He won't be happy with that.
There's a big battle here into turn 3 with Warriorans going super slowly there. And Mabby and Stanley kind of battling it out for a moment. Deathwish Tricky up in P9 is battling it out with Seafreeze for P8. And Seafreeze got a couple of cars in front of him as well. It's all kicking off here on lap 8 of 36 here tonight in Austria.
And just noticed Ickle Bickle pit onto the hards. Oh, STX! Great save by STX there. He got up on the curb on turn 7, excellent save, and yeah, Ickle Bickle pitted onto the hard, so I don't know if he's just shooing it in, hoping for a safety car, but yeah, he's going to be going nowhere fast on those, unfortunately. So let's see here. Bats Plus, looks like he was making progress. He just got around somebody. Oh, no, never mind. These guys are pitting. It's people he's passing. Bats Plus has...
Oh, big battle for the lead here. Big battle for the lead. Sorry to interrupt. It's KGB getting overtaken by B-Tom into turn 2. And now he's catching back up to him with the DRS. He's going to go for it down the inside. He's thinking about it. He's kind of sticking his nose in, which is kind of dangerous. And Apparatus behind them is catching up as well. Apparatus is going to want to join this party.
Yeah, this is exactly what Bats Plus wants. He wants these guys to battle and not really work together. Bats Plus has clear track in front of him, and yeah, he's just focused on hitting in some hot laps right now while he's by himself. He's got some clean air. I think this will really benefit him in terms of, those top 3 few guys who have not pitted yet. But he will catch up to Stanley and others here shortly, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets through them. It's B-Top, it's a 106.1, which is very quick in this race.
And we're watching a nice little train here with Cam, STX, Cam, Seafreeze, and Perry.
Let's see if B-Tom can get back on him down. He'll run into turn 4. He's got a bad exit, so he'll probably just settle behind KGB for a lap.
Let's watch from aboard with Apparatus in P3. There's a little bit of a gap between himself and Latope, about 4.5 seconds back down, but Latope is on the medium
STX
tires.
dove on the inside of Cam. Really did not see that move. That was a very aggressive move by STX. So he tends to be very aggressive. He's on
And Cam is trying to stick his nose in. And Seafreeze is looking for a way in as well. They're all now.
Perry stuffs up the inside of Seafreeze. Very bold move from Perry there. He was defending from Death Wish for a while.
Into turn 9. Oh, and they've also got an Alfa Romeo down the inside there of Death Wish. Tricky.
Captain Blade has damage now. He just ran into the back of Perry.
Yeah, we saw that one there. That was quite exciting for a moment. And now ahead of them is Seafreeze, Cam, and STX.
No, Captain Blade. What are you doing, Captain Blade? That's got to be at least a 3-race suspension. I don't know what. He just torpedoed Perry for absolutely no reason. Oh my, that's not something you expect to see at this level.
Perry's got damage, unfortunately. And looks like Seafreeze is battling it out with Deathwish and with STX as well. And Captain Blade is retired, unfortunately, DNF. And now Seafreeze has got Deathwish Tricky up his inside, and they're trying to get around the McLaren. Oh no, big crash! Another big crash. It's Deathwish Tricky out of the race. STX is spinning. And I think Seafreeze might have got a little bit collected. That safety car is deployed again on lap 11. Another safety car, and that was a big one. And that one we did catch on the stream. STX is trying to get back on track here. He's got a bunch of damage. B-Tom, Black Angel, and the Pratis go into the pits.
Yeah, did not catch that. That's gonna be field. This is exactly what Bats Plus did not want. He was making time. It's essentially going to give the top 3 a huge advantage here. I'd expect them all to. Bats Plus made some pretty good time. Looks like he might actually jump him regardless. Gonna be close here. Actually, I don't think it is. Never mind. Oh no, he did. Wait, did he jump him? I'm sorry, I'm seeing things. He did not jump him. My apologies, folks. But yeah, I'm still a bit in shock, honestly, what I just witnessed. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think you got caught a good view of it on the stream, but just really, yeah, someone just seeing red for seemingly. I mean, you gotta wonder for Captain Blade to do something like that. He's usually a very level-headed guy. For him to do that, did we miss something in the previous couple of laps? Because from what I saw, when he ran into the back of Perry, but Perry was just trying to let Deathwish through, because Deathwish was, I mean, if anything, it was Deathwish's fault that Captain Blade had the damage. He was just seeing red for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but yeah, this is really, again, guys, putting on the hard tire. Sorry, I hate to interrupt again. I don't agree with that at all, but anyway, interesting development here.
Absolutely. We are 1/3 through the race. We've had 2 safety cars and a VSC already, so lots of action here on track. Now we have 2 retired cars. Latope is leading the race with Seafreeze in second. Those 2 guys, Seafreeze did pit very early on under the first safety car and put on those medium tires, and Latope did not pit yet from the start of the race, running on the same set that he started with. But then Black Angel and B-Tom on a brand new set of mediums right behind them in 3rd and 4th. Dreamzy and Bats and Apratis in 5th, 6th, and 7th. And then we have McChicken, Perry, and Sequid in 8th, 9th, and 10th. And wow, some exciting developments here. As you heard, some crazy incident happening between Deathwish Tricky and Perry. We also had a big one, between Deathwish Tricky and who did he make the dive on? I think it was STX and Seafreeze. Yeah. They were all going into the corner together.
I will say,
some crazy stuff.
Seafreeze, net leader essentially. Perry's, after essentially getting taken out, is still 9th somehow. Not entirely sure how that's possible. And yeah, I mean, just looking at it, I don't know if Icklebickle's left session. I don't know why he'd be on softs. But I'm just looking through the line. Latope hasn't pitted yet, but it could very well be that we're done with the exception of Latope. We might be done with pit stops here. Like I said, some of the guys who pitted on the first safety car might be thinking about another pit stop sometime later, but yeah, aside from, say, Icklebickle and Latope, And now Stanley, I think Stanley is realizing his mistake. He's going to come in and put on some mediums, I suspect. But aside from Icklebickle and Latope, who I don't know why Latope's still out. Oh, he's on mediums, yeah, sorry. Of course, it's too early to go on sauce, probably. Yeah, other than Icklebickle, other than them two, I think that's all we've seen. And Icklebickle might be AI at this point. Yeah, look, maybe just pausing or caution. I don't know why else you'd have selfs on it, though. Yeah, we could be might be more or less done with pit stops, and the Toad is just going to have to pray for another safety car, or else his strategy not appear to be working out. Like I said, this will be another safety car.
Yeah, I think this is another good time for predictions. If you guys have any predictions about what is going to happen here, who's going to be on those podium steps at the end of the race. Safety cars coming in on this lap. We're going to get ready to run here. Seafreeze, Latope, and everybody else are trying to get some heat into the tires, which is very difficult now after the latest patch because you can't actually accelerate beyond a certain point. You almost have a certain rev limiter. So they are trying their best, weaving from side to side. It's Latope going to be leading us on with Seafreeze in second, Black Angel in third, B-Tom in fourth. There's some big names up there. Let's see how we're going to get on here on lap 15. We've got 21 to go. Get ready for pretty much another exciting half of a race.
Latope got a rocket of a launch there. Seafreeze is in a good spot. He's in the net lead of the race, but you look at the guy, there's 10 lap older tires and everyone behind him. I think Black Angel and B-Tom are really in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, so Latope got a really good restart there, 0.7 of a second away from Seafreeze. B-Tom is catching up to Black Angel. He's going to dive on him into turn 2. Oh, he's so close.
Something happened to him.
They almost touched there, but Black Angel keeps the position for now.
Yeah, it looks like everyone else has gotten a pretty clean restart there. Nebby must have had some sort of damage under the safety car, so he unfortunately had to pit. So add him to the list of drivers who are probably just going to be riding around looking for a safety car to get back into the race. Some pretty tight battles, and again, Latope on those really old mediums looks like he's trying to leg it out over Seafreeze. But we got Dreamsy, Bats Plus, and Apparatus right on each other. And Bats Plus goes wide, and he's going to yield the spot to Apparatus. That is a smart move by him. Better move there. Just get through the corner. Could have forced the issues, but now he's got to worry about the chicken and P8 behind him. I believe in professional swap positions.
Bats wide again for turn 1, but manages to bring it back onto the track safely there. Nice gaps between everybody there, about half a second separating pretty much every single car in the top 10 right now. That is some exciting racing, and we're not done yet. 20 more laps to go. Let's see here up in front. Everybody is again keeping that half a second gap. No big moves happening just yet. DRS is not enabled because we just finished up our second safety car. So if you guys are just joining now, yes, we've had 2 safety cars and a VSC already through 16 laps, or through 14 laps technically. And we've got some more action coming your way. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Send in some more comments, share it out. Mebby has retired in the pits, and he is our 3rd DNF here tonight, and DRS is now enabled.
Yes, it is, and Mebby got a feel for him, but I think, you know, after turn 1, oh man, it was a rough night for him. He'll bounce back though, he's always quick. P6, like change our P5 though, looks like it's changing hands. Apparatus around Dreamsy. Professional on Cam for P10. Icklebickle following through on the outside. Icklebickle trying to go for a 2 for 1. Doesn't seem to make it stick, although he might go on Professional into turn 4 here. Again, I don't see how he's going to make those all last to the end. You might try it. I'm not sure if they'll be in puncture territory. They'll be pretty close to it, but yeah, he's another driver who would probably like to see another safety car. Professional will just want to latch onto his DRS while Ickle has the faster tire at the moment. Orions and Cam also swapping positions. I wonder if Cam might have gotten a little bit of wing damage. No, he didn't pit. I don't think so, but he got split by Professional and Ickle. The top four really are tightening up here.
Yeah, it's getting heated between these guys.
Oh, Dreamsy goes way deep. It's going to allow Bats Plus free pass on through. He'll move up to P6. Top 5, yeah, really close, nose to tail.
Latope starting to lose a little bit of time. He was about 9/10 clear of Seafreeze, only down to 4 now. And KGB Black Angel holding on to the rear wing of Seafreeze quite well with those very fresh medium tires that have only done really a couple of laps of actual racing here, and the rest of it was under safety car. B-Tom within 0.2 of a second as well. Apparatus, all of them holding on to those podium positions for now, and Latope is holding on to his medium tires the best he can with no DRS. Seafreeze is now very close after turn 1. And now up the hill through turn 2 and 3. It's going to get really tight between these three. Can KGB go for a double on Latope? Let's see here. It's going to be close, side by side between Latope and Seafreeze. Coming up through turn 3. And now down the hill into turn 4. It's going to be Latope with the DRS. And so is KGB. And now KGB might have a double overtake here. He's going to try it out. He's going to dive the inside here on Latope. Makes a tiny little bit of a touch on the rear wheel there. Nothing too crazy though. B-Tom on Seafreeze now. Lots of pressure through turn 6. Let's see how this is going to develop. This is absolutely amazing driving.
Yeah, we're absolutely pushing B-Tom there. Now B-Tom looking for a move. That's going to be a very aggressive move. He makes it stick. Open up. Oh, and Apparatus going on Seafreeze. Oh, that was a very bold move there. And he's able to make it stick. Bats Plus now joining the party. And so is Dreamsy. And then you got a gap back, and now Icklebickle, oh no, McChicken diving into the pits. Icklebickle, that's a TCR lap record, 105.8.
Here's the overtake for the lead. KGB Black Angel on Latope, and B-Tom is looking for an inside opportunity on Latope as well, and he makes that one stick, and he's up into P2, but here comes Apparatus and Latope. Both of them are going to have the DRS. Everyone's got the DRS now. This is absolutely crazy. Apparatus going to dive. Huge dive bomb on Latope there, and on B-Tom, and he made it stick on Latope easily, but on B-Tom, that was very, very crazy. I was a little bit too ambitious.
I mean, he made it work. I thought that was a disaster. Oh, and Latope goes around. Oh, he collects Bats Plus. Oh no, and Bats Plus. I need to stop picking him to win races because I seem to be cursing him. It looked like he collected Bats Plus.
We have a yellow in Sector 3 for Latope, who's coming into the pits now after that damage. He was in such a good position, but looks like those medium tires just got worn out too quickly on him, and he just lost it and spun it out, and then unfortunately collected a car as well. Now looking back to the front of the grid here, it's now Black Angel, B-Tom, and Apparatus in the top 3, and Seafreeze is 3.2 seconds behind. What happened to Seafreeze? Did he get collected by Latope?
Yeah, Latope was right in front of him when it happened. I thought Latope maybe it was actually Seafreeze made comment, but neither of them pitted. Both Seafreeze and Bats Plus had to take evasive action there. That's why they lost so much time. I mean, as they were right up to the top 3. I'm trying to, I mean, Latope got hit by somebody, and obviously it wasn't, maybe just a weird netcode thing, but it's, I'm not entirely sure how Bats Plus does not have damage. You know, Icklebickle is joining the back of Bats Plus as well. He's absolutely flying right now. Although he does have a 3-second time penalty to his name.
Here comes B-Tom and Apparatus. Both of them trying to find some space, a little bit of touching there between KGB and B-Tom. KGB still holding on to the lead for now. B-Tom with a still DRS available to him. He's going to go on the left-hand side, which is the outside into turn 4. And there's another wheel-banging opportunity there, and they go for that. And still side-by-side, and KGB Black Angel holding on to the lead into turn 7. Absolutely incredible. I have no idea how he's doing that right now. This is great racing between these guys.
Yeah, I will say KGB has a lot more ERS as well. Apparatus has a lot too. He has, like I said, he has that time penalty looming over his head as well. Looks like Ickelbickle have gotten past Dreamsy as well as Sea Freeze. Bats Plus has gotten around all three of them. Both of them. He's now P4. And Apparatus 3 wide for the lead into turn 3. KGB and B-Tom hands come out side by side again. Looks like B-Tom is going to get the lead. I'd expect in turn 4 here.
Wow, this is just incredible to watch right now. Tight racing, super close. A little bit of wheel banging. Oh, a little bit of a slide there from Apparatus on the entry into turn 6. But he's doing such a good job for now.
That's dangerous. Don't want to get up on that curve. That's what got Latote. But yeah, so many battles. It's hard to keep track of it all. You got the top 3, and then you have, 4 through 7 battling it out. A lot of action right now.
Looks like Ickelbickle is catching up now on Sea Freeze. He's going to have the DRS. He's also using his battery, but not catching up, not using his DRS. He forgot to activate it for some reason. And there we go. And now he's got the DRS activated, and that's going to be an easy overtake on Sea Freeze, who does not have any DRS. And KGB and B-Tom, yeah, battling it out for the lead as well. There's just battles everywhere.
I think B-Tom's going to try to get into turn 4. Although, yeah, he's going to back out. Didn't want to use his ERS there. Apparatus is probably just... He's probably just comfortable sitting back watching these two. Got a yellow flag somewhere. So I got clear real quick. So someone probably just got a poor exit out of turn 3, I mean. Ickelbickle now going to set his sights on Bats Plus. I will be very surprised if he's able to make these softs last to the end. And if he does, I expect his pace to fall off a bit within the next 5 laps or so.
Lap 25, we've got 11 to go. Apparatus having a look on B-Tom. He's quick. He's also got a 3-second penalty that he's got to shake off at some point. Are these guys going to take their medium tires until the end? This is all to play for right now. KGB and B-Tom again, side by side. B-Tom deep into turn 3. He's got, or turn 1, sorry. He's gonna, or turn 3, yeah. He's gonna have to wait for another opportunity, and that's Apparatus up into P2 now.
Yep, and it looks like, oh, Ickelbickle spins! Ickelbickle! Oh, he spun right in front of Sea Freeze, and they're both out! Oh, no! Ickelbickle just got it all wrong there on the exit of turn 3. And that's, yep, there's a safety car, and there goes the strategy right out the window. I expect everyone to come in and put on a fresh pair of stalls, and I'm assuming they will take those to the end, but... Oh, man, Ickelbickle got a little too much gas on a couple occasions out of turn 3, and Sea Freeze just an innocent bystander there. And just like that, we're down to 14.
And we do have some drivers spitting. KGB, B-Tom, Bats Plus, and Dreamsy so far are the ones to jump in under this 3rd safety car in this race. It's been absolutely crazy here in Austria, which was kind of my prediction at the start of the race. I did say that Austria brings out a lot of safety cars.
To interrupt here, Perry and Latour are going to gain a few positions here because they just pitted on the softs. But yeah, this is going to work out really well for Perry, as he's going to jump all the way up to P5. Latour, well, he was so far behind from the spin. Yeah, he's going to get on yet another pair of softs, I'd assume, so this works out for him as well, since he's able to catch back up, and we know he has speed. So it'll be interesting to see if he can come through the field here a bit. So yeah, Perry, real winner that Pratt stayed out. That has got to be a lonely feeling for your race leader.
Yeah, definitely. I think because he had his teammate right there behind him, it would have been a double stack. And they decided maybe stay out for another one, or maybe Apprentice thinks that he has it in him to take it until the end of the race. With the safety car, we're only going to have 7 laps of actual racing remaining. So we'll see what they're going to decide there.
That's a good catch, though, of his teammates. If they're in team chat, I'm sure they elected to have KGB be the de facto #1 driver there. Well, I'm surprised the Pratis didn't pit right there. So he is going to drop like a stone to start, and it's going to cause, I imagine, a lot of issues throughout the field. But yeah, with the 3-second time penalty, I'm just assuming KGB got the preferred strategy anyway. So, I think KGB is in the lead regardless. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We have some drivers over revving their car to try to burn fuel. Yeah, feels like everyone's doing that. Could someone in the comments, or maybe you, does that actually help when you over-rev the engine under caution? Because I've done it a few times. It helps marginally, maybe, but I just don't see how it's really worth that much fuel.
Yeah, I mean, it never helped me. I think I ended up on Tuesday, I ended up with about 3 laps of extra fuel at the end of the race. It was quite ridiculous. So yeah, you can't really predict how many safety cars you're gonna have as well, so underfueling is definitely a thing, but by how much?
We saw it last night. They bit a couple guys at the end because last night was caution free. I mean, not even a VSC.
Oh, and safety cars coming in.
Ran out of gas in the last lap, but yeah,
safety car in this lap. We're gonna get back to green flag racing again, with this time 2 Mercedes out in the front, a Pratis and KGB.
What I think might happen is a Pratis at some point will probably let KGB through, then maybe try to hold up the rest of the field.
Now it looks like they're going for it. It looks like Pratis is going for it, and KGB as well, but they didn't quite get the jump. Pratis kind of got a pretty good start there, 0.6 of a second. B-Tom and Bats Plus within 0.4 of a second. Cam gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. And oh no, it's Bats Plus. What happened there? It was Pratis. Pratis spun it out on his old medium tires in turn 1. And it's KGB up into the lead now with B-Tom in second.
Oh, B-Tom just very aggressive move there with B-Tom. KGB didn't give him a whole lot of room, but yeah, I can't say for Pratis. You kind of dug your own grave there, buddy. I hate to say it, but we'll see if he's able to do any. I don't even think he'll be able to come back to the field with how old his tires are.
And now only 8 laps to go, so he's not got a bunch of time to catch back up, and I think he does have a little bit of damage, and he might have to go back into the pits and replace his front wing. So it's now his teammate KGB in the lead with B-Tom in second, Bats Plus in third, and Perry in 4th place. And no DRS for the next couple of laps still, as we are getting started from safety car number 3.
Yeah, I'll go into the race director here. KGB has 2 warnings. Like I said, just looking at this. B-Tom has 2 warnings. Bats Plus has no warnings, so he can afford to take a few changes that these other guys can't. Perry has 2 warnings. All these guys who don't have penalties up front are on 2 warnings. Let's see Dreamsy here. Let's check him. And he has 2 warnings, so only driver up front who can afford to take a few chances here is Bats Plus. I think he's in a pretty good spot here.
And as we were watching there, Cam, STX, and Warriors were battling it out, but in reality it was XTX and Cam battling, and Warriors came up the inside and overtook both of them and jumped 2 positions up into P8. Very nice overtake there. 007 now catching up to Dreamzy. He's on brand new venue soft tires.
Record, KGB.
Boom, 105.5. That is very, very quick. Now we've got the DRS enabled. Now we have 6 laps to go. 104.8 from you having the giggle. That is incredible. That is 2 seconds faster.
Yeah, I think you having the giggle just dumped all his DRS on that lap. But anyway.
And Bats Plus catching up on B-Tom. B-Tom is not catching up on KGB. So that is very interesting here. They are on exactly the same strategy, the same tires, the same tire age. So yeah, 6 laps to go. This is going to be the battle for the podium and for the win.
Yeah, so he's going to be between your top 3 here. Perry has got to try and stay within 3 seconds in case these top 3 get a penalty. Dreamsy got overtaken by Professional. You might have mentioned that. But Professional has a 3-second time penalty, and Dreamsy's probably not happy with that. He's probably trying to attack Perry because that's who he's really racing right now. Let's look at the penalties. Okay, everyone has 3 seconds except you having to giggle has 6. Cam has 5.
I think Latope has crashed on his way into the pit lane, but he's back into the pits now. But yeah, and he's now retiring from the race. Yeah, he definitely had a crash into the pit lane because his car was stuck there for quite a while.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys who's really, really fast, but just can't quite nail down the consistency. You've got to believe at some point this season, it's going to all come together for him. Professional overtakes Perry. And Perry will have to deal with Dreamsy. This is poor position. Actually, Dreamsy's a bit further back, but yeah, I gotta think Perry, 4 laps older tires on the softs. It's gonna be a little bit slower. Now, if Perry can just latch onto the back of Professional, he'll be in good shape to the end.
Yeah, Perry, of course, had that big incident. I think it was with Captain Blade that, you know, ran into him kind of on purpose, it looked like, and spun him out. I think he also wrote an apology in the YouTube chat, kind of half apology, half quitting the league. He's saying that he might not be racing anymore, so that's very interesting. Huge development here tonight, but he's also apologizing for his actions. He knows it wasn't right, but he said that he's just tired of getting damage in races of no fault of his own. I think, you know, it's just something you have to accept as a part of racing. Things like that happen.
Well, some of the stuff like his car accelerating, because Pradis has retired. I think he aged it in bits. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's just move on to that. I hope he sticks around. Even if he is to sit out of the race, I hope he sticks around because he is fast, and you know, and up until today, I was saying he was Perry 3-second time penalty. That's going to hurt him. But like I was saying, up until what we saw today, like I said, he has been a very clean driver. I've had a couple good battles with him, just random lobbies. So, and they put a Pradis' car back out on track. Hopefully, that doesn't cause any issues.
Here comes Perry on 007 into turn 3.
Yeah,
gets
Perry,
the position.
Perry's in a position he can't sit on 007 anymore, so you've got that penalty, so they're actually battling. Perry is emptying the ERS there. He's going to try and dive up the inside still. I think 007's going to have to get the position, and he will. Stanley passed Dreamsy. Kind of wonder how pacey Dreamsy was early in the race. Dreamsy might have a little bit of wing damage here. He seems to be struggling. You know, nothing's changed up front. The top 3 are all saving ERS.
Oh, Perry is off. Perry is off into the gravel on the exit of, I think, turn 8 here. Yeah, on the exit of turn 8, he's lost it, and he's into the gravel, but he kept it out of the wall. So no damage, but he's going to have to try and recover from the damage on those tires. Bats Plus, I think he just got overtaken by B-Tom.
Yeah, they've all been running in this line in the same order for a while. They're all just kind of waiting. It's like the analogy that was given last night. It's kind of like a boxing match now. In the later rounds, and No one's really wanting to do anything. It's getting kind of calm, but just waiting for someone to start throwing the haymakers here.
Looks like Perry has had another incident on the exit of turn 1 as well, with those really hot tires after having a big spin and off into the gravel. He's going to have to try and treat them nicely for about half a lap or so they can come back to normal temperature.
80% ERS left, so he's got to believe that he is going to be dumping it all on these last 2 laps to catch KGB. Himself has a decent amount of ERS left, but not as much as KGB or as Tom.
All right, 2 laps to go here tonight in round 5 of season 13 of the Platinum class. It is pretty crazy here in Austria.
Plus on the outside.
Let's take a look. Not quite working out for him there. B-Tom now trying to catch up to KGB in front. KGB has had some incredible pace throughout all of tonight. If he can hold on to it for another lap and a half, this will be a good finish for him. I think this will be his first win this season, possibly.
Yeah, man. Would this be his first Platinum class win ever?
I am not sure. We'll have to ask him, but definitely this season he did not have any podiums or any wins just yet. All right, coming on to the last lap now. We're going to be starting in just a second. B-Tom is 0.3 of a second away from KGB. Bats Plus a little bit further back, about 6.5 tenths. Still got the DRS. B-Tom on KGB into turn 3. He's flashing. He's recovering that DRS.
He's refusing to pass him too.
Yeah, and B-Tom is trying to hold on to that DRS. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle. He's got a wiggle. Oh no, B-Tom, can he make it? Is this going to be enough? He's going to go for the outside line. KGB is defending down the inside with everything he's got left in him, but no more ERS. He's only down to about 9%. He still can. He holds on to the lead for now. Defends the inside as well. B-Tom is looking for an opportunity anywhere he can here. A couple more corners to go.
That's it. I think that's it. He did not get a good run out of turn 7. If he can get a good run out of the last turn, he might be able to beat him to the line because he has ERS left. But yeah, there it is. That's it. He did not get a good run there. And KGB hangs on. KGB
gets his first win of season 13 in the Platinum class here tonight in round 5 at the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring. And then B-Tom second and Bats Plus third. Those are your podium finishers. Dreamsy gets the 4th place. 007 gets 5th. Stanley gets 6th. Warrior in 7th. STX in 8th. Cam in 9th. And Sequit gets 1 point here tonight in 10th place. I'm sure he's not going to be super happy about that. He got 10th place last week and a 10th place here tonight. Lots of drama, lots of DNFs. Appratis, Latope, Iko Seafreeze, McChicken, Mabby, Deathwish, and Captain Blade. And also Captain Blade making some waves here tonight with a very questionable incident that is going to be definitely reviewed. But we had a lot of incidents. We had 3 safety cars. We had a VSC, or 2 VSCs, and just craziness all over the track. But it's this man right here in the Mercedes, KGB Black Angel. He got pole position. He gets the win as well. Yeah, and I'll give a shout out to Warriors there. He had a rough race last night. Pretty much everything seemed to go wrong for him. Good to see hit the full-time gold driver rebound with a nice drive here in Platinum. But yeah, KGB. Got a question Taz there. He had an opportunity to make the overtake into turn 2. Decided to get cheeky with the ERS and just spun his wheels off of turn 3, and that's what cost him the win. He had a chance to have the lead, and you know, sometimes you just gotta take the lead when you have an opportunity to. So and there's your finishers. Yeah, I think I agree with that point, but again, as KGB gets his win and pole position, B-Tom started 3rd, gets 2nd place, another podium finish for him. Bats Plus started 2nd, finishes 3rd, so dropped to 1 position. And Dreamsy up in 4th, great finish for him. 007 5th, Stanley 6th, Warrior 7, STX 8th, Cam 9th, Sequid, sorry, in 10th. We had You Having a Giggle in 11th, Perry in 12th, Prattis in 13th, and DNF'd actually, and Latope, Ickle Bickle, Seafreeze, McChicken, Mebby, Deathwish, and Captain Blade did not make it to the end of the race. Lots of penalties on the board as well, and a fastest lap and a new fastest TCR lap record around here in Austria with a 1:04.888. Good job to You Having a Giggle, but unfortunately not going to get an extra point for that because he finished outside of the top 10. Wow, that was one hell of a race.
KGB here, got the other two. Straight out to STX, another full-time gold driver. It's always good to see the reserves get points. Professional P5, shout out to him, another solid race. Man, he's just got to figure out the starts to his races. He's fast, but Anyway, I'm sure he's well aware of that. But yeah, the great battle up front. Then, man, that was an exciting race. Everyone, there were battles all over the place for pretty much most of that race. So, it does not look like I'm friends of KGB, so it's gonna take me a little bit longer to invite him to the party here. If you're friends with him, maybe you can send him a quick invite. That might be a little bit quicker here. Hold on.
Sure, yeah, and quick shout out to everybody who's been watching. Thank you guys so much for your support of the league. Make sure you still hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. This was, one hell of a race, and we do this 3 times a week. We're not going to be here next week, but we will be back in a couple of weeks' time. And also a quick shout out to our affiliate sponsors, Fanatec, and also Drink Alchemy. Check out the description of the video. Check out the links in there. You'll find our promo code for Drink Alchemy as well. Gives you 10% off your purchase. And yeah, I mean, this was just a crazy, crazy race. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Give us a couple of moments here. We're gonna get to speak to KGB, B-Tom, and also Bats Plus. And hopefully we'll hear their opinions of tonight's race, and we'll hear how they got to the podium here tonight, because it was a crazy one. That's one thing for sure. But yeah, I mean, Austria is always a little bit crazy, but tonight was a little bit extra crazy as well.
Yeah,
so
definitely yeah, there was a little bit of everything in this race: good, bad, ugly, everything in between. But definitely a lot of excitement, and yeah, like I said, these top 3 put on a show. Hopefully Bats Plus can join here.
Yeah, I think he did. Bats Plus, can you hear us? Oh, maybe he hasn't joined yet, but I did see that we added him to the chat, so we'll give him another moment to try and join there. If you guys have any questions for our drivers, let us know in the chat as well if you want us to ask them any questions.
I think he's joined, but it's not popping up in my thing.
And yeah, I'm not sure if he can hear us, but we definitely cannot hear him.
Yeah, Bats, if you're listening, please say something. We got the other 2, so we got KGB and B-Tom here.
Yeah, lots of penalties on the board, but not for the top 4 drivers there, keeping it nice and clean. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what else to say. It was pretty good here. Just waiting again for Bats Plus, giving him a moment to join. I guess let's talk to B-Tom since he is in the lobby with us here. B-Tom, can you hear us?
Yep, loud and clear.
Awesome. All right. Well, the championship leader, and still going to remain the championship leader after tonight's race, getting P2 here tonight. Good 18 points to your name. Going to jump you up to 101 points, just crossing over that 100 mark. So quite good after 5 rounds. It's an average of 20 points per round. That is quite good. And 100% podium finishes through 5 rounds as well. 5 out of 5. How you feeling after tonight?
I'm feeling okay. Practicing for this race is a bit tricky because I needed to find a setup, and what was working for me, qualifying wasn't exactly. So to make a decision on whether to prioritize qualifying or the race, and I chose qualifying. So throughout the race, it was just tricky to keep the far line. I think you guys may have seen. Soon after I overtook KGB, I pulled out like 6/10. Then I had a massive snap of oversteer through turn 1 and like immediately lost the position. So From that point onwards, I was driving fairly conservatively. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I think the race was fairly good. Made some mistakes with like just trying to overtake and things like that. But it's kind of hard to figure out what's the right call to overtake, and the guys behind are in their DRS, and they have the chance to overtake you later on, or you just sit behind and try to be the one to overtake. I was struggling to figure out what I was going to do there, but yeah, I mean, all in all, a pretty good race.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a little bit though. It's been 3 weeks, 3 rounds of racing since you've been on the top step of the podium. Tonight was really close. Does that give you motivation, saying, you know I came super close, so I can get it next week? Or does that kind of hurt your motivation a little bit by saying, another week without a win? Because I know you're used to getting wins. You're a previous champion in this class. What is your kind of state of mind right now, also with the week off coming up? How is that all kind of mixing up in your head together?
Honestly, I wouldn't say it hurts my motivation not winning, because in the last 2-3 races, I've always been fighting for the win. It's just I've had a little bit of misfortune with Britain. I got held in the pits, lost a second to Bats, and that was pretty much it. And then in France, I was potentially fighting for the win, but then Captain got a puncture and crashed into me, which meant I didn't, not only did I not finish first, but Seafreeze overtook me because I had wing damage. So that dropped me down to third. And then tonight, I made some mistakes in qualifying mainly. The race, I think I did probably the best that I could have. I could have played that last lap battle a bit better, but I would say all in all, I'm pretty happy with how the season's going, and potentially we'll have to wait and see what the stewards' decisions say, but I've reported KGB for crossing the entry line on lap 11.
Ooh.
So we'll see how that goes. I think it was a pretty clear cut, but
okay.
I don't know. Maybe the stewards might get away because of the safety car, but I think if you want to enforce having the pit lane entry, have it stay within the white lines, should apply at all times. The track conditions are tricky, or because a safety car comes out and you might lose some time. So,
Wow.
yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, going into Singapore 2 weeks from now, I'm looking forward to it. Got a week off, so I might squeeze in some practice between then and now. And Singapore's a pretty strong track for me, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Sir Charles, any questions for B-Tom in P2 here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to, going back to the last battle, it's pretty clear that you were saving up your ERS for that last lap attack, but you had a chance to overtake them clear cut going into turn 3, but decided to get cheeky with the ERS, which wasn't necessarily a bad move, but then you are kind of, spun your wheels a bit on the exit of the corner there. Just looking back, what was your thought process through that, I guess, that whole sequence, and, if you had to do it again, would you do anything differently?
Oh, yeah, I definitely would do it differently. I would say my overtake attempts through there on previous laps influenced my decision to do what I did. But, yeah, originally I was going to go for the inside, but then I thought that hasn't worked out too well for me in previous laps. Like, I've nearly gotten spun out. So, yeah, I was just like, not really worth the risk. I tried to, get a good exit out of turn 3, get him down the DRS straight because he was struggling for ERS. But like you said, I got the wheel spin and that opportunity was gone. But I wasn't really too stressed about it because I have a pretty strong feeling that he might get a post-race penalty. And at the end of the day, I'm not thinking about winning every single race. I'm just trying to maximize the points so I can win the championship, because obviously that's the ultimate goal. So, yeah.
Okay, congratulations again on another podium finish. You made it 5 out of 5 in the first 5 rounds of Season 13. Enjoy your week off. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, let's move on to our winner, KGB Black Angel in the Mercedes. a great drive here, getting pole position in qualifying. You made it all connect there with a very, very quick time. And then from there, yeah, you had to fight it out here tonight. It wasn't quite easy for you with all the safety cars getting into the mix and people on alternate strategies, and you had B-Tom and Bats Plus and Prattis and a bunch of other people, you know, challenging you for the win here tonight. But your first win of season 13 in the Platinum class. We were wondering, is this your first win in Platinum class in general?
This is my first one in Platinum class.
Wow, okay, well, massive congratulations on that for your first win. Tell us all about it.
Thank you. So, qualifying went strong for me. Got pole, nothing else to it. But the race was a lot more harder than I anticipated because I didn't anticipate to be on pole position. So, S and Tez, or EDA Botham, definitely made it difficult for me to run off. They stuck with me, made some moves, got ahead of me, but I stayed in it. I was in it for the long run, so coming towards the last safety car, I believe, Taz wanted to report me for a pit entry line cut, which is fair play, and that would be settled by the stewards, but I came to race today to win on track solely. So I wanted to say that whatever happens, I feel rewarded. I got that dub. That's with me, and that's gonna stay with me. So I don't really care what happens to the stewards, but I'm satisfied with my performance today, and I definitely deserved it. Thank you.
Yeah, you absolutely did. I mean, you had the pace, you had the consistency, you just had everything connecting here tonight. Now, in regards to that, you know, passing the white line on the entry into the pits, what do you think from your perspective? Do you think you crossed it? Do you think it might be up for debate? How close do you think it's going to be there?
Well, I can't say for sure, but I'll tell you for sure that when the safety car logo came on, I dove into the pits. That's as much as I could do. There's nothing else to it.
All right. I mean, that's fair, absolutely. And as I said, you absolutely deserved it. I completely agree with that. So, yeah, good job here tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you more on the podium in the Platinum class for the remainder of Season 13. How are you going to spend this week off? Are you going to practice, or are you going to give the game a break for a week?
We'll see. I'll probably take a break for the first 2 days, but I'll definitely stay in it. I'll come prepared for Singapore coming in 2 weeks' time. Thank you.
All right, Sir Charles, any questions for the winner?
Yeah, I'll kind of ask you a similar question that I asked Taz. Obviously, you knew that they were probably saving up for, you know, start saving up for ERS in the last couple laps there. What was going through your mind as they were essentially kind of sitting behind you those last few laps? Did you have any sort of defense plan? What was your thought process there those last couple laps when you knew that they would be breathing down your neck at some point?
Well, when they were sitting behind me for so long, it was really obvious that they were really saving ERS. So what I decided to do is I decided to save myself to benefit myself on the last lap, which Taz tried to make the move. I defended it fair and square. He tried to do the cheeky DRS, but it did not work out. I played it, and I got it. That's it.
All right, awesome. Well, again, congrats to KGB for the win. Congrats to B-Tom on P2. And also congrats to Bats Plus that we did not get to hear from. Oh, and now he's joining the voice chat.
Well, hello there.
Yeah, I forgot.
All right, well, Bats Plus.
I gotta finish third.
Yes, P3 for you here tonight. You started P2, so a little bit of a drop there. You definitely had the pace to try and challenge, but it looks like you kind of ran out of that pace right towards the end of the race there. And with all the VSCs and safety cars coming out, yeah, tell us about it from your end. How was it?
I pitted under the VSC with like 30 laps left, and I was hoping to not see another safety car because I could go to the end on the mediums, but one came out on like lap 10 or something, and everyone got a free pit stop. So I got kind of stuck back in the pack a little bit, I think, and then basically just got stuck in the DRS train for the rest of the race. I think I was a little bit faster than the guys in front, but you can't really do anything when you're stuck behind a couple cars.
Yeah, and you're holding on to P2 very well in the standings in the championship, but the gap between yourself and B-Tom is starting to get a little bit bigger and bigger. Heading into Singapore, was that a track that you're good at, that you feel confident at? Is that one you like, and how do you think that one's going to go?
It's probably going to go not great. It's a terrible controller track, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, Sir Charles, your questions for Bass Plus.
Yeah. So I guess going back to the incident, you had Latope spin out in front of you. Did you? It looked like you made contact from my stream. Did you? Like, how much time did you lose, and how close was that? I guess to being a race ender for you, and how did you mentally stay focused after that?
Yeah, I saw him spin right away, and luckily Seafree saw him too, so we both had enough time to slow down. But the problem was he stayed in the middle of the track, and he didn't really wash off the track, so he was just basically blocking the entire corner. So we were kind of getting ready to hit the throttle again, and then we had to hit the brakes again. So I just went off into the gravel so I wouldn't hit anyone. But it cost us about 4 seconds in the end, so pretty much didn't really help anything.
Alright, Bats Plus, congrats on P3 as well. You joined the chat right in time, right before we were about to wrap it up. So that's your podium finishers, guys. KGB gets his first win in the Platinum class here tonight. Beats Tom in second, Bats Plus in third. The rest of the grid is right in front of you as well. We've actually been stuck in the finishing position window since the race ended, so we didn't get to see the nice showroom scene, unfortunately, this time around. And we get a week off next week, so we won't be back on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday as we normally are, but we will be in 2 weeks' time with the Singapore Grand Prix, Silver on Tuesday, Golden Class on Wednesday, and Platinum Class on Thursday in a couple of weeks' time. Until then, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, leave some more comments, share out the video to your friends, check out the links in the description to our affiliate sponsor Fanatec, and also our affiliate sponsor Drink Alchemy, and use our code TCR at checkout on their website. Get 10% off their products. Check out the link to our website if you want to sign up to race with us or be a commentator, or if you just want to be a super fan in the Discord, that's fine as well. Check out all that information there, and we'll be happy to have you. But this is it here for tonight from myself, Blind Machine, and also from Sir Charles. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream, for watching, and we will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Have a great night.